Hey guys, it's Renee and I have a design team project for Diamond Dyes to share with you. But first, in my last haul video, I showed that I got this art bin. Let's see, it's magnetic dye storage case. And the reason I got it, I liked keeping my dyes in the packaging that they came in, because after I cut them, I could store my extras that I didn't use in the package, except for this one. These tiny little things fall out the bottom, but and it was working for me, but as my stack grows, the spot where I keep them wasn't really working, and then this one slid into a puddle of Mod Podge and ruined my seal and stuff down here. So I just figured I should do something else with them. So I grabbed this tonight at Pat Catan's, and it was $13.47. It came with 3 of the magnetic sheets, and I'm actually a little disappointed that they aren't double-sided. You can only stick to one side, but you can buy more, and I almost bought more. I think it's a 3-pack for like $6.50 or something. But really I don't need more, because my spellbinders I keep in a separate, I keep them in a CD binder, and they just slide down in on their cards. Eventually I might want to do this, because sometimes the sticky stuff doesn't hold them, even if you put new stuff down. So this will hold a lot. So maybe one day I will move them into here, but for now, this is what I'm using for my Diamond Dyes dyes. And all the dyes that are out right now fit on one sheet perfectly. And I had to do a little rearranging to get them to go on. But, yeah, so I have 2 extra sheets. They'll only stick on the white side, which, I was a little disappointed. I was hoping I could do 2 sides. But really, they don't stay on here 100%. I mean, I can hold it there, but they're a little bent. I'm hoping they'll flatten out. The magnetic sheets are a little bent, not the dyes. I'm hoping they'll flatten out now that they're out of they were wrapped up in packaging. So I'm hoping everything will flatten out now, and everything will stay on here nice. But they do stay on here nice. Like, I can hold it and move it around, and they're stuck. And I wanted to make sure I could remember the names, because like this, I could call this just the rose dye, but it's the realistic rose dye. So I wanted to have all the names, so I used my Dymo label maker, and I made a tag for each one of them, and I just started Diamond Dyes on the top, and then listed them, all the ones that are on here. And I mean, they're pretty, I can figure out what's what, They don't have to be with the actual thing. I know which one's which. But now I have the name. And, yeah, I left it so I could put more, but clearly I am out of space on this one, so I won't have to do anything else to the back. But they fit on here very nice, and I'm hoping this is going to work for me. But anyway, so my design team project, I actually used quite a few dyes. Let me just show you. I used the sunflower set. I used all 3 of them. I used the realistic rose dye. I used the pine branch dye, the spooky spiderweb dye, and the small monarch butterfly, all on this project. So let me see. And I didn't pull out everything I used. I'll try and just tell you, and I just jumped like an idiot, because now there's a stink bug sitting on top of my project. I am so sick of stink bugs, I can't stand it. So let me just get rid of him. and they pop up. It's not like they're scary, but they're just there, and I'm so tired of it. So anyway, now that all the stink bugs are gone, here is my project. And I wanted to get another Halloween project out and use the spiderweb die because I love it. I think it's awesome. And I got this paper mache witch hat at Michael's, and it was under $2.50. I can't remember exactly how much it was, or if it was on sale or anything. And I didn't want it to be spooky or scary or anything. I just wanted Halloween, but more fallish than scary Halloween. And I absolutely love how it came out. I'm so happy with it. And it's going to be a bear to store, but oh well. So here is what I did. First I painted the hat. I used some gray gesso, and I'm used to using gesso on canvases after you stretch your own canvas and do that. So I'm new to using it to craft projects, and I got the gray gesso super cheap. I think it was like $2 for a good size container. And I've heard it stops the cardboardy stuff from soaking in all your paint. I don't know. I figure what can it hurt? So I put that on, and then I did 1 or 2 coats of black, and it's just this Deco Art Crafters acrylic black paint. I got it for 50 cents at Pat Catan's. Super cheap. And then I also used, well, after I painted it black, I used this silver, and I just did a couple light, like dry brushed some silver onto it in spots, and then I coated it in Mod Podge, and I believe I used the matte. I'm pretty sure it's matte. It does have a shine, which I do like. I'm glad it's not super shiny and not super matte, so I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. And this is actually the project I was working on when I ruined my package for my sunflower set. But yeah, so after I sealed everything in, then I started die cutting all my dies, all my shapes and stuff. And the spider webs, I did the black cardstock, and I used the silver paint again on some dry paper towel and just smeared it all over. So it's not solid, as you can see, and I really like that. And then I die cut it after it dried, and it dries really quick. And got the spider webs, and I made the sunflowers out of 2 different shades of yellow cardstock, and then I believe I used tea dye Distress Ink from Tim Holtz on both. I made a white daisy, and the only thing with the white, I've got like 3 different stacks of white paper, all different, and I think this was just like the cardstock from Michael's that you get 3 for $10 or whatever when they're on sale. It was too thin, and not too thin to cut. It cut great, but whenever I used my mat for doing the edges and my my ball tool, it ripped in spots, or it was just too thin of a paper. So watch your white if you're going to be using the ball tool on it to you know, break the fibers and stuff and get the shape of the petals, make sure you use the thicker stuff because it just doesn't hold up like the regular colored cardstock, in my opinion. So I made my white daisy and distressed it with some pumice stone, and I guess that could be considered an odd color to use on a daisy, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I did another one in mustard seed, and it was just too bright for the fall look I was going for. I really liked how the pumice stone went with the other sunflowers. I made a rose with the realistic rose dye in a darker red, and then distressed the edges in black soot. And I don't know why I just forgot what it's called. The pine branch I cut out with just some craft cardstock because I wanted it to look more twiggy than branchy. And then my small monarch butterflies are just some orange cardstock and black, and then this one is the same red as the rose. I wrapped some twine around, and I just wrapped it around 3 times, and then I had this little what is it, a ribbon slide or something like that, and I colored it orange with my Copic marker number VR07, and it was white, so I wanted, you know, it to be a fall Halloween-y color, and I just ran them through there a couple times and had to mess with it to get them to lay even, and the twine is loose all around, and I just glued down the buckle to keep it in its place. I glued the 3 of the spider webs down completely and Mod Podged them on, and then 2 of them stick up some, that one and this one over here, and I Mod Podged all of those and went over what was sticking up on both sides just to give it a little extra strength. They're still very, you know, it's still super thin paper, so it's gonna rip if it gets pulled or anything, but I really like how it looks sticking out like that. I hot glued all of the flowers on and just did 2 sides so it could, you know, to me this is the front, but then, you know, whenever you have it sitting somewhere else, you can still see the other side. And I didn't want to do something the whole way around. I don't know. I'm really, really happy with how it came out. I think it's so cute. This will never happen again. This was some white, I don't know where I put it. Here it is. It's and it doesn't have a name on it. I don't know what this is called, but the pearl trim was white, and I colored every single one of them because I put the white on there. I'm like, I like it, but it wasn't perfect, and I really wanted them on there. I love the way it looks, but I took a silver Sharpie and colored every single one of those. It took at least an hour, maybe an hour and a half, I don't know. But I really, really like how it looks. And I hot glued that on there, and wasn't happy with how it was staying, so I got some felt, and this is like a charcoal colored felt. It was the closest thing I had to black, and I ran another bead of glue around on top of the beads to really make sure they stay there, and then glued the felt down all over. So I am so happy with how it came out. I can't wait till next year to get it out and display it, and because of this, now for Christmas I'm going to do some kind of snowman hat. So I can't wait to start playing with that. So there it is. Let me know what you guys think. And tomorrow is the last day to use my discount code for diemondeyes.com to get 10% off and free shipping. November starts a new promotion. We don't know what it is yet, so I will definitely let you know when I get that. But tomorrow, if you still want to hurry up and get something, go ahead and use my code Renee's Friend for 10% off and free shipping. And yep, that's it, guys. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.